Alright, well, I just uploaded the last video 2 days ago, and yesterday I went to open my glass and it didn't open. If you can hear, this little clip broke, so now we're doing that. If you have one of these and it does it, take your handle off. Ask me how I know. I did this on my green one. Take this handle off, pull up on here, and then slide your hand in there, and there's like a little button, and you push it over and the glass opens. Then take this tailgate panel off, and then the metal inside part, replace your $7 clip, and they send you 2 in the mail because they know it's going to break again. And then once you do that, then you put it all back together, and then your glass will work for God knows how long until you got to do it again. So that's what we're going to do right now. All right, well, there it is. All that, just put that little piece of plastic on. I don't know how it breaks. I mean, it's just plastic, I guess, obviously, but like, I don't know what makes it break. It's not like it's like bending it weird or anything. I don't know. So I sound deadened right here and here. I was gonna try and do in here, but I can't get my tools in there to like roll it flat. So I mean, it's not that bad back here. What I am gonna really do is, once I flip this back over, I'm gonna do the underside of this with more of the sound deaden material, and then put it all back together. I was gonna sound deaden that more, but it's really fine. It has the stock stuff on it, so I could probably stand to glue that down some, but for the most part, it's all still there. So I'm gonna sound deaden this, put it all back together, and it should be good to go. All right, well, here it is, finished product. Ignore, obviously, it's a rattle can job, so it's not gonna be perfect, but not bad. I painted the spoiler and the trim of the sides of the window. I'm gonna glass clean it with it off the car, and then tried to restore this third brake light. It's a little rough. Oh, I forgot. I just painted this, but it's a little rough. I'm gonna wet sand it and then polish it again. And I have 2 of those, so I'm not too worried. This is kind of like my dummy light, and I have the OEM one, but I'm going to restore or wet sand that and then polish it again, and I'm gonna throw this window back on tonight. Turned out really good. At least I'll have a Bravada window again, and I'm not too disappointed in my paint job because this obviously has been body work, so this window is not in that good of shape, and the glass, like I mentioned before, I don't know if you can see that, but there's like some type of stain or like pitting in the glass, so I'm not too worried about the condition of this one. But I think this weekend I'm gonna pull the trigger and drive 3 hours one way to go to a part out and grab it, because the guy still has it for 80 bucks. These are 1 year only, so it's probably gonna be well worth it. It's just a 3-hour drive. But anywho, I'm gonna go ahead and clean this glass and then put it on, take a little clip for you guys, and yeah, we'll be rocking the 96 again, and I can return the Envoy wing to my buddy with his Envoy so he can get his wing working. So all right, let's go ahead and clean this up and throw it on the Blazer. Okay, well, we're back in business. Kind of a crummy lighting area, but we're back. This is definitely more of a push for me to go get this other glass, so I think I'll be doing that this weekend. So you'll see a clip of that, but there's even like wiper, like somebody must have ran the wiper and it scratched the crap out of the glass. I forgot because I haven't seen this glass in so long. And then there's chip marks all over the place, so hopefully the other one's in better shape. But yeah, I mean, at least it still has the Bravada wing on it, so that'll be a plus, but definitely more of a push to get the other wing. So all right, well, Bravada wings installed and fixed up, so this one will definitely be a spare, or whichever one's in better condition will make the one that's in worse condition a spare. So anywho, cool deal. All right, well, we're wrapping up the trim painting. So these are the pillars on the back quarter. This is the wiper cowl. And then there's only one last thing I need to paint, which is the little round button on the tailgate. So I gotta tape off the whole tailgate to do that. But anywho, these aren't bad. They turned out pretty good. Obviously it's a rattle can paint job, so never gonna be perfect, but much better than what they were. They were starting to peel, and the cowl turned out really good. So that'll match the wiper blades. So not bad. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna wrap this video up here and end it on this note. If you guys notice, I do have new headlights on this. Looks pretty good. These are just OEM headlights, and then these are what they call, back when these cars first came out, these were like the first aftermarket support for the headlights, which is these lower turn signals. They call them OG clears, or just a clear housing. But you see how it has the reflective hatch marks like the headlights. That's just because, you know, it's to match the stock headlights. When these cars were new, or newer, like mid 2000s, or late 2000s, these came out like 2008, 9, you know, give or take around that time period, when these were still fairly new. But I found those on eBay. I bought 2 sets, so 2 sets for me, and then I bought a set for my friend, which, you know, obviously he wants to use it for his Blazer, well, or at least keep them in the wrapping, because these are extremely rare to find. But yeah, we pretty much bought them out of stock, if you will. So that is on the car now, and I did fix. I don't think I made a clip of me like saying that I stated that I fixed the hatch, but it is fixed now and it works how it should. I just need to find the correct proper size struts for this. But yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap this video up here. It's kind of been, you know, dragging with this. So I think the next video is, I already ordered a new power steering pump. Sorry, I'm trying to talk out of the wind. I'll just put my phone. Oh, there is one more thing I need to show you guys in here. Let me turn this off. I did order a new power steering pump. I'm gonna order all the new lines for the power steering, the return and feed line, and a cooler, as well as I'm gonna order the lower control arms, the front wheel hubs to remove, or to get rid of this ABS light for the wheel speed sensors, and inner and outer tie rods. So that will all be taken care of here in the next video, as well as some other little things. If you notice this mirror, see how it did that? It does that when you drive, and it's very annoying. And I got my hands on a OEM mirror, so I'm just gonna install that when I do some new speakers, which might be in the next video. Try and knock out 2 things: the front end rebuild, or to finish the front end rebuild since it has a lot of new parts, as well as door speakers, and maybe chucking on that mirror. The other thing that I did do as well that I haven't touched on is this gauge up here. It's a scan gauge. It shows your live coolant temperature, which is the 175 FWT, your transmission temperature 167 TFT. It needs a cooler, but that's in a later video. I will discuss about that. Volt gauge and the horsepower. You can change all of these and make it say different things, but it's live and it's a little bit quicker than the gauges on here. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I really haven't done that much. I've just kind of been trying to stash away some money. So, but in the next video, I will be, you know, rebuilding the front, or finishing the rebuild on the front end. And that's pretty much it. So this is very handy. I know it's kind of in a weird place, but that's really the only place I liked it, and it's the easiest way to set it up. I was gonna put it up here, but then, you know, I kind of want to see my miles, you know, not the end of the world, but yeah. Oh, and I did do an oil change yesterday. That's pretty much it. Just been doing little stuff. So I'm gonna finish this video up here. Thanks everyone for watching, and stay tuned for the next video. I will show you guys the headlights with them on. It's better at night, but you can kind of get an idea here. Again, it looks much better at night, but that's just the low beam. It looks, I really like these. So, but anywho, thanks everyone for watching. I'm gonna go ahead and edit this video and get it out to you guys, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So thanks again, and stay tuned for the next video. Peace.